Hello, it is day 4. Yep, day 4 of the Cancer Companions virtual annual campaign. I'm so glad you're here. We've been talking about so many wonderful new things that God has been up to with this ministry this week, and I have so much more to share with you. I think I'm just going to have to start talking faster. No, I'm kidding. I know that my hyperness frightens people sometimes, but we will definitely make sure that we touch all the highlights. Did I mention that my name is Karen Tripp and that I'm the president and founder of Cancer Companions? It's true, I am. So today, I'd like to spend a little bit of time talking about people and growth. I had a church consultant named Randy share with me one time this idea that if you end up hiring the right person for the right position, that every time you do that, it will equal growth in your ministry. This was part of what ended up encouraging me this time last year to reach out to you guys about being able to help financially support a communication coordinator position for us. I could see that we were kind of keeping our light under a basket, right? We were not letting the word out about the incredible blessings that were going on with Cancer Companions. And I knew I needed someone who was talented and trained to be able to do this exact thing. And so the Lord brought us Cecilia, and we've been blessed to be able to have her. In this time, since last New Year, she has been creating wonderful new impacts on social media, but she's also been creating tools and events that each of the churches can end up utilizing as well too. She has just been a blessing, and believe me, that blessing has certainly ended up equaling growth. So at this stage of the game, I'm willing to believe, Randy, that sure enough, the right person in the right position could certainly end up equating into ministry growth. So you probably heard early in the week that I talked some about this snowball thing that we've kind of gotten ourselves involved with here at Cancer Companions. Ever since our online training started last August, we have seen a huge amount of activity, both in terms of trainings as well as volunteers and even just simple contacts onto our website. And so we know that we need to prepare ourselves for the growth that's coming. To do that, I've really decided that we need to be able to hire a customer service professional. Now, you may be wondering how I pick that. I think that being able to stabilize the churches and the volunteers that are coming into the ministry is a key element of us being able to sustain the ministry as a whole. And I don't want to overlook that. Having a trained person who can end up being that mentor to volunteers, that can give guidance to these new online trained churches, as well as can end up starting to connect the people that are calling us here at the national office looking for cancer prayer partners with people that are trained in their area to do that. And so we really would benefit from being able to have somebody who has those kind of talents and gifts. Now, you may be wondering why I've decided for it to be a part-time position. Well, the truth is, that's kind of how we do things here at Cancer Companions. We run a very, very lean and mean ministry machine. There's only 3 of us right now. Marcy Wolf is our operations administrator. She's part-time. Cecilia Tripp is my daughter-in-law full-time, but part-time. She's our communication coordinator. And then there's me, the workaholic. And so that's all the staff that we have. And yet, think about all of the lives that end up getting touched just through that. And really for not a huge amount of money. Our budget ends up running under $80,000 a year. Now, part of that is because I don't take a salary, which upsets my board. But at this stage of the game, I know it's absolutely the right thing to do. Think of that. Think of being able to have a ministry that runs this well and yet this lean. We don't have an office. We don't have the needs of an office space. And so with that, with each of us working out at home, there's a huge amount of overhead that we end up overlooking as well. And so when I come to you and I say, this is a place I think we need to put our efforts and we need to be able to put our finances, I say that from a place of a person who is not used to spending a lot of money. I wasn't raised that way. Maybe you weren't either. Let me clarify. My mother had a bumper sticker that said, Beware, brakes for garage sales. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's the kind of way to be able to be a good steward. And that's a very important thing for us here at Cancer Companions. And so it would be great if sometime today you would just stop and think a little bit about the difference that one more part-time person might end up making on this staff. And perhaps pray about the possibility that you could end up becoming a supporter of Cancer Companions and helping to contribute to that financially. We appreciate you taking the time to listen, and I certainly appreciate you giving this ministry your consideration. Thank you so much.